This is a human tooth. It's mostly hydroxyapatite, a ceramic so hard it can survive 1,000 years buried in soil. It's the most durable thing your body will ever produce. Today, we're going to destroy it. On Earth, it falls at about 250 kilometers per hour, the speed of a Formula One car. Terminal velocity in our thick atmosphere. It hits the ground with a crack, maybe chips a cusp, but survives. Nothing special. You already knew that. Mars has almost no atmosphere, just 1% of Earth's, so there's barely any air resistance. The tooth accelerates to about 160 kilometers per hour, a fastball from a professional pitcher. It hits red dust and survives completely intact. But here's what's remarkable. Mars has almost no erosion, no rain, no tectonic activity. That tooth could sit on the surface, untouched, for 50 million years. You just created the first human fossil on another planet. Pluto's gravity is just 6% of Earth's, and its atmosphere is a whisper of nitrogen 100,000 times thinner than the air you're breathing now. The tooth drifts down at about 60 kilometers per hour. It lands gently on a plane of frozen nitrogen, and then silence. At minus 230 degrees, the enamel cracks from thermal shock, but the tooth holds its shape. No wind, no erosion, no one will ever find it. It will sit there, in the dark, for longer than our species will probably exist. Mercury has no atmosphere at all. The tooth is in free fall. It hits the surface at 300 kilometers per hour. On the sunlit side, the surface reaches 430 degrees Celsius. The organic remnants in the pulp chamber carbonize instantly, but the mineral structure, hydroxyapatite, doesn't break down until around 1500 degrees. Your tooth survives, scorched, but standing. Now things get ugly. Venus has the thickest atmosphere in the inner solar system. The tooth enters clouds of sulfuric acid, and they begin dissolving the enamel immediately. As it sinks deeper, the air gets as thick as water. The temperature is hot enough to melt lead. What lands on Venus is not a tooth anymore. It's a corroded, half-dissolved pebble. Uranus is an ice giant, minus 220 degrees Celsius. The enamel's crystalline structure contracts violently. Microscopic cracks propagate at the speed of sound. The tooth shatters like glass. 1,000 tiny shards, glinting blue-green, dissolving into a world made of slush. Neptune has the fastest winds ever recorded. Mach 1.7. Your tooth doesn't fall, it becomes a projectile. It's ripped apart by sheer mechanical force. Blasted into powder by supersonic winds on a world humanity has only seen once. Then, it's gone. Nothing left but blue. Saturn is less dense than water. Your tooth just falls and falls for days. There is no surface to hit. The gas just gets thicker and warmer. In the abyss, the pressure builds to millions of atmospheres. The hydroxyapatite lattice finally surrenders. Your tooth doesn't land. It becomes part of Saturn. And then there's Jupiter, a gravity well so powerful it reshapes the solar system. The tooth falls between ammonia clouds, where winds rage at 600 kilometers per hour. The temperature exceeds 20,000 degrees. The molecular bonds are ripped apart. Every atom is stripped of its electrons and absorbed into a sea of metallic hydrogen. The most durable thing your body ever built, and Jupiter didn't even notice. A tooth can survive 1,000 years in the ground, but in a world where the sky becomes the ocean, the atoms that made you become the atoms that make a planet. Maybe that's not destruction. Maybe that's just going home.